Hey guys! Alright, we're getting right into it today. So I am in fresh. I have gone through all the catalyst steps I need today. My mic is on, yes? Yeah, my mic is on. Let me know how the volume sounds, by the way. I had to fuck with the settings a bit because it was coming in real quiet for me on my FGO end. It still might be coming in quiet, but I'm hoping the balancing's alright for you guys. Alright, so it's like my catalysts for today. First things first, obviously, I've got the C.I.E.L limited edition box with the uncensored art book. The uncensored art book. I swapped it out with the one from the Switch version that my brother got because I'm evil. The other catalyst, curry bread, or literal like curry buns. I found like one place in my area that sells them, and I always have this at my desk. Technically, I've also got tea. That was the thing for C.I.E.L for a little bit too, meeting in the tea room, right? All right. Well, I think I got everything I need. I'm gonna get right into it here. Oh, I should probably do the scam roll. I'll do the scam roll after we've done one heat of sauce. I've already started. I think that's breaking the flow. It's Frozen Lion. Oh, 42 quartz for BB and Talak. Maybe, maybe not. You're gonna get a good amount of that. I want to say BB and Talak will get you, or that 42. You'll get at least 20 from LB7, because you'll get 10 for starting the first part and 10 for finishing. Maybe that'll be enough? You also have like a while before this. You get like about a month and a half between now and when their banner ends. So even though they're not up yet, obviously, you'll have plenty of time to try. More than you would most servers. I started 28. How many more do I have here? This is do 2 more and then I do the count. All the data's been downloaded, so we're not going to get a loading screen. I'm not going to eat the first curry bread until I pull a C.I.E.L. Is the game volume loud? Okay. It's kind of quiet on mine, but I'll turn it down. Hopefully that's a little better for you guys. My volume's also doing really, really, really weird things right now. Bakunon is going to be on the front point gotcha if you're caught up. Alright, that was the last of them. Yeah. Alright, first 10 spin. I'm going to let this one play out. I'm hoping for some early luck. Oh, there's the C.E. I don't have that. I didn't get that yet. It's a good C.E. too. Ooh. My freaking Twitch notifications. I need to turn them. I don't watch like 90% of the people I follow on Twitch. I think I watch one person on Twitch, and it's not anyone you guys usually see live at this time. How did I get into Fate? I watched Fate Zero on Netflix because I thought it looked interesting. Wasn't recommended to me at all. There's no fun story behind it. I was just bored on a random Saturday afternoon. Wanted to watch an anime because I was starting to watch a little bit of anime at the time. And I bumped into Fate Zero and then went to Unlimited Blade Works. It's really not an impressive story. And then I just went from there. And eventually, after rewatching both it and Unlimited Blade Works enough times, I started to become obnoxious. I actually have more than the 1,200 quartz. Technically, if I need it, I've got enough. I've got another 300 quartz worth of whale funds in the back end. Like I have a little side whale fund I keep piling up throughout the year. I don't really want to tap into that today if I can help it. But if I want it to push me over the edge for a second pity or something, I will. So far, these rolls are going garbage. We are not off to a strong start. Look, it's not as funny if I don't have Seki on stream. I'm not allowed to get jump scared by another Aussie unless Seki is on the screen for this. Move my special additions so the buns aren't falling off. The buns are the most important part. That's the wrong Zufu. Okay, we need to do one of these. I'm going all the way for 6 if I can. I've done it with this amount of quartz before. Am I gonna get that? Oh, Rio Emerald's left. That I do watch Rio. So, there you go. There's someone I don't normally I don't normally get notifications for that you guys can just randomly see pop up. Oof. How many did you have saved for C.I.E.L. Wario? Watched part of Zero, read some Stay Night fanfiction, then downloaded and played FGOP and that is a bit of a weird Fate journey, Frozen Lion. Look, there's no incorrect Fate journey. That's what I think. So enough to hit pity. You actually didn't have enough to hit pity there. You were short to hit pity. You're about 70 short. 70 quartz short, or, I'm pretty sure. Okay, here we go. The final of the... We'll do one more 10 spin, and then I'm just going to dump all of my tickets after that. I think with this 10 spin, I'm going to do a skip. You gotta vary it up, or else you never get it. Ugh. So far, not great. What's on the summon menu? Okay, hell, does it show me the CEs as well? No. I kind of want to see how many CEs I pulled, but not that big a deal. You can also see that most of my quartz are actually free quartz. Okay, here's a CE. Is this a min roll, though? That's the question. If this is a min roll, it ends right here. It's not a min roll, but that was way too fast. Is that a... No, that's not a gotcha CE. No. Pity is 900 quartz. Oof. Technically, not a mineral. I did get an event C.E, but still, that's not great. Oh look, Heaven's Feel, yay! I'm just gonna go through my tickets now. Maybe I'll switch over to a 10 stick. I also downloaded all data, so in theory, we're not gonna have any loading to warn us when it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be scared shitless when it does. If their last encore, look, you found your way here to this stream. That's all that matters, right? Could I have done it? No. A summoning circle. I don't got room in here to make a proper summoning circle. Where do I have quite enough merch? No, Tacos, I am not so far winning. Oh, first gold of the night. 4-star, 4-star. Zufu. Okay, there we go. Our first Zufu of the night. Have some interesting character opinions. I'm sure you will have some interesting character opinions. Look, spice is the variety of a fan base. Variety is the spice of a fan base. I guess spice is also the variety of a fan base, but that's not entirely what I meant to say. Oh, second gold. It could be Dobrynya, it could be another Zufu, it could be C.I.E.L. Dobrynya. Alright, we're sitting at the at 2 of the 3 gold servants now. Now we just need to pull C.I.E.L. and we'll have 111 to everybody. I'm hoping to get a C.I.E.L. before 900. That guarantees at least 2. Because we are at pity we are at the pity update. So anything above 900 is an NP2. An interesting perception of Shinji? Yeah, probably. Come on, C.I.E.L. I'm not allowed to eat my dinner until your first coffee shows up. I will starve if you make me go to pity. Koyans have impeccable fashion sense. Neither Zufu nor Dobrynya. Oof. I guess it just depends on how many quartz you throw down, but still. I'm expecting plenty of copies of Dobrynya and Zufu tonight. That's what happened during my JP account, too. Now, whether or not I'm lucky with C.I.E.L., survey is saying no so far. A little bit of lag there. But I have everything downloaded. What was I thinking? Oh, here was our second Dobrynya, probably. Dope. Tiny bit of lag there, but it could be anything. My entire phone just lagged for a second, so... yeah. Alright, 2 more summon tickets, and I'll probably drop 2 singles just to round out the 10 spin on the summon tickets. Keep things even. Keep things trackable. Oh, I think that's my second copy of the 5-star CE. I would like to at least... I want to try max limit breaking that today. Getting as many events as I can is helpful. It means I have to grind the event less to get max everything out. Okay, so I think I need to do 2 more, and I will officially get the second 10, or my third 10 spin event. Fourth? So it was 28. Yeah. So it'll be 30 tickets, 2 10 spins. That's 5 10 spins basically tonight after this is done. Okay. Debating on whether to go for pity. How much do you want CL? Okay. Next 10 spin. We're going to do another basic skip, I think. Next one we'll let play out. I don't want to do any hyper skips until I pulled at least one. Oh, man. God, my luck today has been awful so far. Yeah, Altera has short hair and just wears a veil. Fair enough, Cavimax. If you're or Camivax, if you're a BB fan, that is I can see how that's the higher priority banner. Hell, if it wasn't for CL, it would probably be the higher priority banner for me because of MHXXA. Yes, I've hit pity before. I have hit pity before. It's not fun to hit pity. Some lag, but it's also probably just switching to it could be just switching to a 3-star service. Lag after a CE often means that. Yep. I want to say I've hit pity 3 or 4 times since I started playing. Or since pity dropped on it. On JP, I've hit it. JP, I know I hit it trying to get Castoria or the Oberon. One of the 2 I hit pity with. Back in JP when I could afford to like grind out a full pity. I did it on one of the summons. BB in exchange for a clock. Eleganter. So far, so bad. So far, so bad, Sir Herrera. It's in a lot of this. I got 2 copies of Dobrynya, 1 copy of Zufu. You can actually view it now here in the hell. That's how things have gone so far. Alright. I'm going to do a blind. Oh, there's a lot of lag on that one. Nope. So far, I'm not feeling it. I don't think I've gotten anything so far. Oh, there's a servant. I wouldn't be able to know if I got another Zufu or another Dobrynia, I guess. That could have been some of the lag there. Man, I'm hearing a lot of CEs. Well, there's the servant. That was it, right? Nothing. Fuck. Fuck. I'll do a skip. We'll do a skip here. Oh, there's another Zufu right at the skip. It's a good thing that wasn't CL. That was basically what I accidentally skipped the animation for Zufu there. No, it's not a good thing it was CL. It should have been CL. Fuck you. Oh! Still at second Zufu. Not getting the early CL. We'll do another skip here. Oh, look at that! First one. Okay, good. We're alright. I don't have to go hungry tonight. Eat the first curry bread. We are now guaranteed a second CL at this point. It just might hit 50. Oh, another golden this summer. I want to say this is Dobrynia 3.
So, funny
thing is, I do have an arc. Wait, I called that.
いえ、宇宙から来た吸血鬼ハンター風の主の教えを伝えるシスターかもしれないハイスクールの上級生系サーバントです。まさに謎の大公社 C.I.E.L ですね。何の略称かはトップシークレットなので
What does your acronym stand for, other than your name?
これからよろしくお願いします。ところで念のための確認なのですが、そちらに旗迷惑な神祖の王族とかいたりしませんよね？
Yes, in fact I do. I expect you to outdo her in terms of how many copies I have of you. Alright, we're doing a hyper skip. A lot of gold CE. Okay. We've done enough skipping. We're going to let this play out. That was actually a decent amount of rolls. That was about 200 quartz or so, and almost 30 tickets. 28 tickets and 200 quartz. So, it was a decent amount pumped into that. Honestly, that is about at par where you expect to be, though. Generally speaking, on par is one SSR rate of SSR per 300 quartz. So, I'll check our Zufu and Dobrynia copies. I think Zufu might be at NP4 now. We're guaranteed NP3. I should not have celebrated. That could have been a Janako. That could have very well been a Janako. Zufu's chainsaw is electric. Oh, how environmental. Okay. We'll eat the other curry bread. Yeah. Seki will not be popping up today, by the way, guys. Seki is completely off the grid right now. I want to say it's like 3 in the morning for her at the moment. Now here's the real question. Will we be spooked today? Alright. We did a real roll. I'm going to do a hyper. You're not the right person from the church. Not particularly. No. I don't particularly want to be spooked, if I'm honest. I'm sure it'd be hilarious if I got a Janako spook, but no, I don't want that. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. You put enough quartz into it, something will spook you eventually. It's not like there's not 5 stars I don't want from the non-limited or SSI. Cool. Ushi. Ushi has blessed our rolls. This is a goal. No, I was wrong. There's probably a 3-star servant here. Second Ushi. Look, every Ushi I get goes into Palingenesis. Or not Palingenesis, goes into Grail casting next month. Ushi. Alright, next time we're going to do a basic skip. Oh, that was a certain last time. This might be gold because there's lag and a third. Nope. I'm just getting lag right now on my phone, so there goes any chance we have of predicting anything. Maybe I should have bought 6 bribes. Oh yeah, I did want to check how many of the 4 stars do I have here. I've got 3 of everything right now, or 3 of Zufu and 3 of Dobrynia, and I can count on a 3rd C.I.E.L. Oh! Skip gang, I guess. That's the 2nd C.I.E.L. we got on Skip. We are also now guaranteed a 4th C.I.E.L. by the end of this stream. Now, will I hit pity is the real funny question. Well, Skip has been nice to me. We'll do another Skip. Alright, here's the C.E. gold. About to hit that 4th copy of somebody. Zufu? Okay. Who will hit NP5 first is the real question. I'm actually getting remarkably bad luck on these 4-stars. Okay. I'm going to do skips until we don't manage to get somebody. That's kind of the rule here. If I do a skip and I get someone, we're gonna keep going until we don't get somebody. And if I get a CL, we'll do a hyper skip. Okay, we didn't get anyone, so we're just gonna let this one play out. Yeah, skip gang stocks are high today. So far, that is 2 of my 3 CLs on skip. Technically, if I can I've said this already on stream. If I can get if I get this before another CL before 600 quartz, I can push it to MP5. The goal is another 3 CLs. Is that gonna happen? I don't want to talk about it. I don't know a lot about BB Dubai, to be honest, Herrera. I haven't really gone into BB Dubai on JP at all. I fucked around with her a little bit. I just know that she does support stuff sometimes. We started with almost 1,300 quartz and then 28 tickets. We've now dropped below 900, so that's about 400 quartz down. Okay, BB Dubai is good at low MP levels. That's good. One thing I'm always kind of hoping for during these long roll streams is a CE spook. Basically getting either a kaleidoscope or a black braille while we're doing this. I often can get one or the other during these long roll streams. Yeah, C.I.E.L is decent enough at low MP levels. You might struggle with her a little bit on damage, but things like her card locking is very useful even at NP1. The fact that she can card lock means you're not getting any less crit damage out of her at low MP levels, and that's where most of her damage is coming from, anyways, even at higher MP levels. So C.I.E.L works at NP1 still. It's just nice to have her with higher damage on her MP. Okay, we didn't get anything on the, just want to verify it's not. So we're going to do a skip here. We didn't get anything on the playoff. Yes, she also has offensive class advantage against Sabers, which means she's not dealing with the problem every other extra class faces, where it's like, oh, you can't actually hurt anything other than extra class servants, or you're hitting neutral. It's not her versus all of the Avengers and the Berserkers of the world. She can also hurt Sabers, making her probably your best archer, given the general power tendency of that class. Alright, we're gonna let this play out again. That's not the 5-star CE I want. None of my CLs so far have been rainbow stars. I'll say that. You can't make a Grand Archer. Yeah, that is sort of the downside of that. You cannot make her Grand Archer. It is kind of random that she has class advantage against Sabers, though. Lore-wise, I get gameplay-wise because she uses a bow. Her NP's a bow. That's why she has advantage against Sabers. I don't know, really understand lore-wise why they gave her advantage against sabers. You think this could be C.I.E.L? Dang. Hey, maybe Shiki will be a saber. Huh. An anti-saber face trait. In JP, C.I.E.L is one of my go-to, C.I.E.L is one of my go-to servants in JP, the same way Kukulkan is these days. Whether she do some of the stupid last man standing stuff I've done on and off screen and post it, I beat 2 of the Olgas using C.I.E.L as a last man standing, and I had that stupid last man standing thing during the grand fight in the last JP stream. And then I also have used her as a, I also use her in 90++ a lot because she is actually able to farm, and depending on the node structure, she's gonna be able to farm it off with Black Braille. And even if you don't use Black Braille, because you can't make the node work, most events have 50% CEs anyways. Yes, right now I'm sitting on 3 copies. I'm guaranteed to get a 4th copy through Pity if this goes all the way to Pity. And then I've got another 300 quartz in the wing if I need it. Oh, that was a min. We've had a lot of mins lately. I'm still not on NP5 of either of the 4 stars. That's crazy to me. We have dropped... Now we are approaching the 900 mark. And I've only gotten 4 of Zufu, I'm pretty sure. That's the highest. My grand servants, they're mostly locked in. I can show you guys in a second, but I posted it in the... If you're in the Discord, I posted it in the Discord before. Saber is going to be Medusa, Archer is going to be Gil, Lancer is going to be Melusine, Rider is Ushi, Assassin, I actually want to get Kawakami Gensei. You'll probably see, oh, there's my next copy of Gabrinya. I want to do Kawakami Gensei. We'll see if it ends up playing out that way in the rules. If it's not Kawakami Gensei, it's going to be Kama. Caster is Alex, because I have my NP6 Alex. He's going to go to 120 by the time the Grand Raids come out. And Berserker is Castoria Zerker, who's NP4 on this account. I'm probably putting Kukulkan as one of my grand extras. And then it's between C.I.E.L and Uesugi Kenshin for the other grand extra. Honestly, I've been going back and forth on those 2. C.I.E.L is going to be the better of the 2, but I love Uesugi Kenshin too. No, it's not going to be Breacher on this account. This account wasn't struggling for a good Lancer. JP, I was struggling for a good Lancer. Like, if I want to do a 5-star in JP, my option was Karna. Oh, you mean Vritra in the gacha? Look, it could have been. I wouldn't have been mad, to be honest. A 5-star is a 5-star compared to a 4-star. Would have been a spook, but like I'm probably even this deep into my rolls, I am probably walking away with NP5 on both 4 stars, even if I have been a little bit less unlucky. Okay, we have 4 of those 2, a guaranteed 4th copy of CL by the end of this. Okay, let's do another skip. See if I get anything out of skip. Oh! That one was a personal attack on me. A lot of lag on this one. Oh, let's just see. My phone is just lagging. Mineral Land. Yeah, that's where I'm feeling at right now. I think we're in Mineral Land. There we go. Zufu is the first to hit NP5. I just max limit broke my kaleidoscope. Let's go. I'm actually happy about getting a kaleidoscope out. I've been playing years, and that's the first MLB kaleidoscope I've got. Not that I use kaleidoscope for much these days. I mostly use it to supplement servants before I get them to Bond 6. I've actually max limit broken the OK scope before I've already. I just hadn't done the climb scope yet. Oh, Zufu NP6. Okay. Zufu, I need you to back up a little bit. Make up for all the bad rolls, maybe. Maybe. Okay, we're gonna do a skip. Skip gang. Skip gang. Yep, and I got for that last one. If this is it, I might be burned on skips for the day. Guys, skip gang, you're letting me down now. What the hell? Okay. We're now at a very precarious spot. Technically, we're still in the range for an NP5. Because if I can hit at least one before the first, what, like 5 or 6 rolls of this go, I can probably pop out another 300 quartz from my slow whale fund. We'll just have to like pop off camera first, pop into another room for a second while I buy those. But if we don't hit it if we don't get another Ciel relatively soon, there's going to be a much more interesting stream. Hi, Abike Braun. Yeah, Skip Gang stocks appear to be crashing. You guys really need to hope I don't pull C.I.E.L on one of these let it sit rolls. Time to. We're back to a servant here. If I had to restart servant. Sometimes 4-star CEs rolled with restarts just like that. Yeah. Oh, we're struggling. We are struggling officially. Alright, Skip Gang, I'm testing you again. I need at least a Dobrynia here. Not technically a minimum, I guess. But it's that same CE. That same CE popped up for me earlier during a min roll. Skip game. I'm not feeling it right now, skip game. Okay. Let's reset for a second. Okay. I'll try this again. Skip game, I'm giving you one more chance, skip game. If this doesn't work out for anything, I might just have to manual roll the entire game. Or to no skip roll. Oop. We have a servant. If this is a Zufu, I'm not gonna feel good about it. Okay. Skip gang, you guys can keep your skips a little bit. We got that's five Dobrynias. Oh, we back to CE. Yep. But now we are officially at 5 copies of the 4 stars, so the 4 stars are not going to feel as good anymore. We'll do another skip. Alright, we have a gold servant. Probably a 4 star. Another Dobrynia. We'll do a hyper skip. I'm going to give you guys the hyper skip chance. The minimum. We are now officially crossing into half a pity. Yep, it's 63 flowers for CL. It's rough. After this, I'm going to see how close we are to a skip, to a pity. Because it is going to be skewed because I was about 300 above. I might be running close to pity here for this CL already. I'm going to be about 200 courts away from a pity. Eesh. Okay, summon history. 144 to guaranteed summon, so yeah, we are getting there. Okay, I'm gonna play this one out normally. Yeah, 30 more pulls until our pick. Or so. Look, I have enough courts to do it, but also it's not a guarantee at this point. Even with the extra fund, I have to dip into my actual wallet if I were to go past the extra. I might have to dip into my actual wallet if I want to go to MP5. But also, we still have a comfortable amount of courts to flail a little bit. I'm not without hope, but this is a much more interesting stream than not that I thought. I thought it was going to be an interesting stream. I had that premonition coming into the stream. This one might be a little rougher than some of mine have been. But we aren't getting out of this one easy. I'm not coming out of this with my funds for the next servant already shored up. I need to see that rainbow. At least once tonight, I need to see that rainbow. That's for Iori's a pretty good Grand Saber. He's good, he's cheap, easy to invest in. That's a very respectable Grand Saber. He's pretty decent at the pipe, too. Man, these are minimums. I'm getting minimums right now. If I don't get anything on this skip, I might have to reset the app. a lot of CEs so far. This is probably very far into the rules too, so. Oh. Okay. We're gonna reset the app here. No, Dohawario. I'm not popping 10... That is a bad idea, Dohawario. I will drop 10... Oh, no. No, I'm not. Notice how they won't stop me from rolling in the C.I.E.L banner, though. Oh. Already not a minimum. It's just a servant I've already pulled 5 of. A little bit. I've got 3 copies of her. Technically, for all reasonable people, it's not been a bad roll. I'm gonna skip. Oh, okay. I like that app reset already. Maybe a Zufu? It's been a minute. Yep. Getting a lot of coins. Now this is the levels of 4-star I was expecting earlier in the stream. Okay. Not a minimum, so I'm gonna let we're gonna let the skips keep rolling. Hi, Bazette. That was a minimum. Fuck! We're really pushing it now. Remember when I said earlier that 300 is about the average you want to be spending on a 5-star for your luck to be okay? Technically, I'm still on track. 4 copies at 1,200 courses is technically still on that track. That just means my luck's been a bit too average today. What's really going to suck, though, is this last copy, even if it comes now, is still going to make getting NP5 or NP6 kind of harsh. If I want to get NP6, I have to have ungodly good luck at this point. I haven't looked at how many copies of 5-star CE I've rolled at this point. I think only like 4 or 5, actually. I could be wrong about that. I don't think I've rolled that many 5-star CEs. Letting it go this time has not been great. I've not had a lot of luck letting it play out lately. Okay, I want to take a look at how close I am to pity again. 89 more pulls. Okay, we're gonna do a skip. We are now at 7. I think I'm gonna skip to pity. That's what we'll do. We'll skip to the pity since it looks like we're hitting pity. Someone asked me if I've ever hit pity before, or we're about to hit pity now, I think. If not pity, the more painful thing. Almost a pity. $69. 69 to pity after this roll. $59 to pity, and also not nice as a minimum. The 69 failed me. It was a servant, but it wasn't a gold spark or a rainbow spark, so yeah. Probably going down to 49 to pity. Man, this is the worst. This is actually the worst. Oh, we got another gold servant. Dobrynya, Zufu. Zufu. I'm gonna quickly check that because I didn't. 45 to so and so. Basically, 4 more spins. Oh, this is a gold servant. I did tap it. Guys, this sucks. 1. This is 11. This is 22 now. Oh, there's another gold servant. Zenjubo works for Grand Archer, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Hi, Nikitich. NP6 a 5-star. 3 times now. One of them was C.I.E.L and JP. Another Nikitich. Every time I've NP6, I know I've done it 4 times. Alice, C.I.E.L, Alco. No, it's just 3 times. How am I to pity? Okay. 2 more to pity. At this point, we're doing a skip. We're just gonna skip it. Ah! We'll do a hyper skip on the last one to pity. Because we know C.I.E.L is coming at that point. But unless I get ungodly lucky, I'm gonna have to pop into my whale quartz. Or to my whale fund. Okay, this one's the C.I.E.L. This is the pity. There it is. I hit a pity. Or if I didn't hit a pity, that was like just below a pity. It was a pity. Zufu or Nikitich? Nikitich. That's a nice Jean C.E. Lots of CEs on this run, on this roll. Okay. Guys, this is going to be a second. I have to take this off screen. Because we are officially going to have to go buy some quartz. Okay, I need to do this delicately, or else I will accidentally spend not my. I'm actually gonna take off my glasses. I get a surprising amount of glare on that. Wallet Kun isn't quite going. I'm not tapping into full Wallet Kun yet. This is like Wallet Kun Light, aka extra, basically points on credit cards. Okay. Well, at least that's what I'm doing, unless I fuck this up. It's actually a good thing I unplugged that. I just had an alarm go off. I was going to lag my phone back. Okay. And then check here. So this is actually going to take a bit because what I will have to do is actually, how many can I do it off just what I have here? I didn't do this because I didn't want to have to tap into this today, but yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Um, oh, they've made this a lot more a lot less fun than it used to be. Okay. All right, that one might take a minute. And in the meantime, sorry, this is going to be a second. This is the suffering part. Did I see something about a final YOLO in the Discord? I don't know if Zero Herrera is in chat. Oh, Zero Herrera is in chat. Okay. Let's do this. You got an MP2? Nice. Okay, and then I wanna. I want to play this safe. Okay. Okay, I have done everything to not accidentally fuck myself over here. Sweet. Okay, now let's see if that's arrived yet. We're still going, guys, and just we're in the we are in we are in a bit of a break here for a second, but we'll be getting back to it in about a few minutes here. A few minutes it should take. Did that apply? Yes, it is there. Hang on, I'm doing some math here. I'll hold off on that for a minute. Okay. Ain't gonna touch the rest of that quite yet. Okay. I'm pulling us back. We are now reloaded. I'm not getting any sound, though. There we go. Okay. Put my glasses back on. Now I don't have to worry about glare. This is rough. Technically, I don't even have enough for pity at this point. So we're go. This is raw. There's not enough quartz for pity. I would have to buy a fair bit more quartz if I wanted to. So if we're pushing for at least NP5, this is going to be a rough one. So far, skip has been the only thing that's worked. So we're going to skip with it. Looking good. Oh, I've hit so many minimums today. Alright, here we go. First gold of the refill. Sabrina. And no rainbow sparks yet outside of this. Maybe it could have happened in the hyper skip or the accidental skip CL. But I want to see those rainbow sparks on something. Oh, this is hurting me. This is hurting me. Oh look, that's actually a good CD. Look, Ushi to bless my roll. I want some Skittles, man. Ciel's hiding in the Sherlock banner. No. Well, Sherlock likes drugs. There's a bit of a difference. Oh. Oh man, even after the refill. Okay. We are at that point. This is where we're at right now. We are at the singles, not the singles. Gonna feel much better than this. Yeah. Yeah, except for the fact that you're probably gonna go broke on friend points unless you've done a good job saving them. There's a lot of things that feel better than this. Okay, we have a couple more flail options.
Yo.
Before we really enter the pits of hell. Look at those. Okay, actually.
我ながらいい。
Where's the locked things? So I don't have to do another unlock and unlock. Alright, and then the C.I.E.L. Let's get to the C.I.E.L. My 4 copies of C.I.E.L. Okay.
そろそろクエスト
We're gonna see how many of these I can level. Start with C.I.E.L since I don't have to burn any C.I.E.Ls to make this work, and we're just gonna 2 months worth of Grail casting for this. Hey, how do you sacrifice 2 months worth of Grail casting? It depends. Like, I actually have enough 3-star servant coins that I can do Grail casting, and I'm not really holding it for anything. So I do frequently do Grail casting, actually, or I'm starting to now. It wasn't worth doing before the before they gave you the free Grails. Now it's kind of worth it if you just want to keep your Grails up.
実は教員免許を持っていまして、シエル先生
Oh, by not rolling FP? Yeah.
授業内容はバッドエンドの傾向と対策です。主人公の必修科目ですよ。
On most of my non-limited 3 stars, I have all of their pens unlocked, and I don't plan to take them to 120. And if I do try to take them to 120, it's not as steep. Like, I can stand to wait, so that's why I've started playing more Grailcasting.
教えて、シエル先生はそろそろおしまいのようですね。ご清聴ありがとうございました。それでは次の私にスターチェンジです。や
You have more than you'll ever use. I have a lot of friend points right now from C.I.E.L, so I'm in a good spot FP wise for Hakuno.
霊気をエーテルからライトフレームに変身。対惑星級吸血種形態に移行します。驚かれましたか？これが私の今考え得る中での決戦形態です。私がつけた呼称ではありませんが、スターシエルとお呼びください。
Couldn't roll FP if you wanted to get extra protag.
先輩である私も先生である私も決戦形態の私も根本は同じものです。代行者として魔を倒し、良き人々の営みを守る。どんな世界、
I've got too many grills. I'll show you how many grills I have in a second if
そ
you
のあ
want.
り方だけは変わらない。それは時に救
I
い
wanna say
で
I'm
あ
above
り
100.
罰でもありますが、
I might be
放
wrong
棄
about
す
that.
ることはありません。
JP, I'm not as good on grills. And grills in JP right now have like 30 something
それ
grills.
ができる人間であるこ
I
と
think maybe even
を
20.
信じてくれた人がいたので
But
す
on
から。
NA, I'm doing pretty good on grills.
それに
So I've just largely held back on
こういう約束も
grills
ありますしね。
until the grant system was announced.
一人の人間として世界を取り戻そうとするあなたの友人として私も全力で戦います。
Yes, I will be doing the event story after this. We should have enough time. Okay, I do not think I have the quartz or the EXPs to do the other two. I do not. Okay, we're just gonna go quickly burn all my extra servant copies.
おや、時間は戻らないものだ。最終確認はしっかりしたかい？
Yeah, I locked. Alright, now time to go make sure I didn't accidentally burn my my 4 stars.
い
If
ら
I
っしゃい
did,
だね、マスター君。
well, there's not a lot I can do
地
about it
道に
now.
コツコツ。
Okay, Oh, that's NP copies. Yep, I'm good. I need to level them, but EXPs will come during the event. Okay, now we are truly at the last summon I can do. Not this Friday, but I do actually have plans to watch it. And there you go, guys. Okay, how many to pity? 182. Okay. Alright, guys. We're moving back to our chatting stream, because now we are in the depths of hell. How many quartz do I need for 182? 546 quartz. Yeah, now it's Rip Wallet Kun. Wait, I need to. Hang on. 182 divided by 11. That'll tell me how many 10 spins I need. Wait. How many 10 spins is that going to be? So, hang on. 182 needs to be minus 3. 179, because I have to do that one. Alright, now divide that by. Wait, no. No, it's 100. 181 divided by 11, as I saw it, 16 and a half. Okay, I need 3. Ugh. Okay, now we're in the proper whaling stream. Oh wait, hang on. To actually do this, I need to fuck with a few things here. This might take me a minute. Okay. Add that back. Khazra drop. Khazra drop's a funny servant. I actually haven't played around with her much in JP myself, but I do kind of want her if I can get her in NA. I'm not pushed for her though in NA, unlike CL. I've made things work before Khazra drop. I'll make things work without Khazra drop, but it would be nice to have a copy. Okay, and I need to go back here because I'm pretty sure I need to add it here as well. There we go. Okay. We're coming back. She missed out on the dad event this September, so the few. I don't think Seki's key. Seki's gonna. What she doesn't know doesn't hurt her. Alright, we're back. Once the sound kicks back on, I will. There we go. Alright, we're gonna quickly finish off this 2-spin. Alright, we're guaranteed to get at least the 5th copy of C.I.E.L. Am I expecting the 6th copy? No, at this point my luck has been fucking abysmal. But we're gonna get that 5th copy. At the very least, I'll have enough of this. I'll have enough CEs. Now, here we go. 4-star. Yep. No, it's about technically a spook. Although I don't... I think I do have Valk MP5, actually. We'll do a Hyper Stick. Fuck it. So I do actually want to get into the event story sooner or later. So I don't really intend to drag this out too much. With the amount of quartz I loaded onto this account just now, I could drag this out for another hour if I didn't do stress. There we go, another gold! Another Zufu! I need to watch that Pegasus story anime. That's actually something I never watched. I have a playlist of it I meant to watch, I never did. Oh look, another kaleidoscope. I might be suffering, but at least I got kaleidoscope. A CE that is not as useful as it used to be. Given that 90% of the game can Black Grill loot in JP at this point. You watch a short to see them in the grill. Look, as much as Seki talks about doing a Fate Zero rewatch, she doesn't have a lot of time to do a Fate Zero rewatch. Man, it's good to see that this roll is going about as well as my last one. Oh, hey, this is actually going nice. 2 gold servants. I've been getting a lot of gold servants. I can't complain. I can't complain. It's just, I wish it wasn't servants already at MP5 at this point. Yes, I do have an NLE Black Grill and an extra copy of Black Grill at this point. Man, are we gonna hit a second pity? It's rare I hit 2 pities in a row. There's no jinxing it. I've already hit pity tonight. And I'm already close enough to second pity that it could happen, and it's not going to be as... It's going to be a bigger sting if I get to, like, One 10 pull away from pity and somehow don't hit pity again. Oh, there we go. Okay, that gives us a little bit of a cushion here. Janako. No, it's not back. Also, it's the Rainbow Sparks. I got to see my rainbow finally. I got my Skittles. I did it. Okay, we're gonna roll the rest of these, but I'm not pushing to NP6 if I don't get her. I'll just put her on GSSR, roll straggler courts at the banner if I don't get her. Another Zufu. I might have enough to have an NP5, even after I've already burned them, I might have enough Zufus to have an NP5 MLG copy of Zufu by the end of this. It would not surprise me. So Brynja, I already have NP2, I think, since I got my extra copy. I have so many coins worth. I want to say that's my third or fourth Zufu. I was joking about the extra NP5 copy of Zufu game. I don't actually need that. I don't think it does anything. Another Kaleidoscope! I told you I was feeling one tonight, guys. I now have 7 Kaleidoscope copies. I have almost doubled the amount of Kaleidoscopes in this one stream alone. Yeah. At this rate, I should check to see if it's actually a possibility. Alright, last 10 pull. Last 10 pull of the night. Alright, now we're just going to drop these 6 singles, and then I will basically be single flailing for another month and a half. Likely to no avail, but eh. What are you going to do? I was hoping not to have to single flail, to be honest. Honestly, I was hoping to be have a little bit more comfortable of a cushion here going into the Kazura drop. Or not! I don't have to single flail! Look at that, guys! Thank you! Money well spent? Okay. Look. It would be hilarious. Not happening, but crazier things have happened. Nope. We'll know very quickly if this didn't happen. No. That's my first copy of actual Dobrynya, apparently. My Dobrynya curse carried over into the Space Aresh banner. Well then. At least it was a 4-star I didn't have. Okay, I'm actually very curious to see how many Zufus I've now pulled. Okay, my C.I.E.L is complete at least. How is my Zufu collection looking? Okay, I got 3 Zufus and 2 Dobrynyas, 3 Dobrynyas technically. That's 3 4-stars I have to level on top of Hakuno later, so that gives me some extra opportunities here. Look, a USL. That's my second one on this account. Okay. Let's go to skills here. Let's see. Oh, no, not you. There you are. And you are the leveled version. That is your final ascension arm. This skill I want maxed out regardless. Because you need this. Having this skill maxed out is more useful than the other two. For right now, at least during the event. I should be able to take it to 7, 8, and 10. Okay. The other two I should be able to take to 7, and I'll decide between the two which one's going to 8 early. You guys can see, like, a month's worth of QP farming disappearing. I'm like 3 daggers off from... In the first place, I also don't have the QP for it. So, let's see here. That's going to give me buff, removal, resist, restore HP, and P gauge each turn. And P gauge is nice, but if I'm not going to 10, it's not perfectly necessary. Yeah, I'm going to do this one, just get the extra little damage out of it. Though the other one will be able to go up very soon, once I grind a little bit of QP tonight. And once I get those last 3 daggers. It'll be 8, 8, 10 by the end of the day. To 1.4, yeah. Okay. As promised. Actually, no, not as promised.
Yeah.
We're not getting into the event yet. We have this to go through. So let's start with the event bonus. Oh, I need to filter out mine, so it's more just 5 stars. So, okay. If I want to do a full CE setup, which is 5 CEs, the amount I'm going to be getting is a +5. Max limit broken, I can do 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yes, actually, I do want to max limit break 2 of these 5-star CEs. Look, days like this make me forget I have a soul too, don't worry. Okay. Next. These, based off of how that gacha roll went, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I can just max them and break 5 copies of this, but we'll see. Let's, for now, I'm gonna lock a bunch of these. Because I want to make sure I have 5 copies remaining at the end of this. For a full party setup. Okay, next lock one. I know I've accidentally fucked up if one of them goes to starts at a higher level than 1, but I think I'm good. Did I accidentally merge an extra copy into that? Probably. It's not that big a deal. At the end of the day, I should be able to maintain... Yeah, I did accidentally merge an extra copy into that one. I should be able to maintain at least... Yeah, I'm going to be able to just do a full max limit break. That's what I'm seeing here. If you didn't, your soul is mangled as Voldemort's. The rest can be fed into a kaleidoscope, or into Black Grail. Okay. So I have my 5 copies here, and plenty to spare. Okay, down here. These I need to lock 5 in here. 5. Not that I need to worry about that extra 5th copy, to be quite honest. I'm going to have a very easy time farming this event. I think I actually have more CE setups, more good CEs here, than I did when I ran this event in JP. It's not worth going more than 5. You literally can't fit more than 5 on your team. The only reason to do more than 5 is if you are that bad on every other CE that you can't fit them into your event setup. Or your event support setups. We'll do the support setup real quickly too before I start the actual event. But I do need to, I really do need to set these, get my CEs all in order. Okay, so I have 3. Where's my other 2? They should be in here somewhere. 6 weeks? Yeah, it's not a hard event to farm all of either. Like, that's the thing, is this event I was done with like a month left to go last time. I'm actively not in the slightest concerned I'm not going to have enough time to farm this event. Where's that last lock? Am I blind? There it is. Yes, actually I am blind. There's a lot of blue in this CE, which is like half the reason I'm struggling with it. Okay. Now I have to do a lot of burning and merging. So, real quickly, I want to sort just my 5-star CEs. We need to make that max limit broken kaleidoscope. Oh, no. The CE I almost doubled in the amount of time it took me to. Let's smart sort for now. I can't remember, how do I activate smart sort? Filter. There we go. I'm gonna have to fuck with my. Actually, go away for a second. I'll lock you two because I don't want to have to. That way I don't have to fuck with my with any setups that have an MLB or that have the non-MLB kaleidoscope hooked up to them. Now I wasn't necessarily checking for it, but there's another CE I want to check on because it is a really good CE, and I do actually want as high a copy of it as I can when Grand Zerker comes around. Maybe I'm looking at the screen and not my phone here. Probably easier to find it. I probably only have, because I did see a copy come in while we were rolling. Oh, I think I saw it now. I think it's only 2 copies though. Yeah, Apex. Oh, no, it's not it. Did I get any more copies of Apex? I thought that was it. No, that's not it. I might not have got any more copies, which would suck, but it is what it is. I was hoping I'd pull another one. Or Rising Mud Rain if for people that have been playing JP for a while. Where is it? I've almost maxed out working the Kaleidoscope Black Grail. There's 2 more copies. Yeah, I didn't get another one. It's just fine. It's fine. This is fine enough for my Castoria on the actual raid itself. Okay. Alright, we're gonna start feeding stuff now. I don't think I have any more. Well, let's scroll through here, see if anything screams at me to start max limit breaking. I think so. Nothing 5-star. I don't really feel like going through all my 4-star CPs if I don't have to. Because we've got a lot to go through right now. Those I can actually get rid of some of these. I don't think we're getting rid of those. I'll keep my MLB copies, but I'll probably burn those. Okay. Alright, I need to select black rail down here. These black rails are what I'm dumping shit into. Okay, I also want to turn off Smart Sort. Scroll down to the bottom here. Is it QP efficient? No. Am I going to be burning through most of my QP by the end of this? Probably, but I do have to get rid of about 300 of these somehow. I'm only going to do the bare minimum I need to not have to keep doing this. I promise stream will get interesting again in a bit. Unfortunately, I do have to do housekeeping here after streams like this. Good job on the NP5 Dobrynia, I guess. I assume that wasn't the goal, though. I don't make C.E.L bombs, which is actually like one of the failings I have is with playing this game. Like for all intents and purposes, I should be making C.E.L bombs. It would save me a lot of QP in the long run. We're almost past the 1,000 mark on CE burn. I am down 2 million QP though. Oh god, this is gonna push it on QP. I'm gonna have to do some extra QP farming after stream tonight. I need this black rail so badly. I don't know why I'm stressing so much about not burning all of my 3-star CEs. I never use 3-star CEs. There are very few of them that I actually think are useful. And usually they're useful in the budget sense. Almost done. Yeah, I'm not keeping that many of you. Even if I am pretty sure the Mihoyo event's probably getting rerun in JP later this year. Okay. And I can literally burn all of this because I don't need to use most of these. I've already locked the ones that I'm going to use. Alright, going up to 4-star Cs. 28 level 50 CE bombs. Nice. I can max out break. Try not to avoid anything I can max out break on 4-star CEs. Even if I rarely use them, they are still occasionally useful. I do need to just second archive a shit ton of CEs. They really are just clutter. I still gotta do that. I still gotta get to my sports. It's taking so long. Do I need to go through more? I do not, technically. Let's get up here, because I don't want to accidentally use any of these. This is the thing. If I keep these, I'm going to accidentally use them instead of my max and broken ones on something. And I have enough max and broken CEs, I can just fill out the entire support setup. Does anyone remember whether or not this this shop CE is farming, or if it's And the 5-star CEs all need to stay. But I can burn you. That was a good one to get a super success on. Okay, let's quickly go to our support setup, and then we will get started on the event and play the event for an hour or two. Okay, so have my event, go through my event CEs here. Start with the support, so I'll put the big one on the supports. And then everyone else will get, I'll mix and match these a little bit, so. I'm actually going to take, Rhinus, I'm going to take yours off, because there's going to be people that want to play around CL farming using BB, I imagine. I might play around CL farming using BB this event. Did I match those at all for what they're worth gameplay-wise? No. But, Save for the fairy event? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Should we go around? Yeah, I'm gonna Okay, and here we go. Just get my 5-star CEs on some of these guys, on the big guys. Okay, there we go. My event setup's good to go. Let's just set those. go here. No, come back here. There we go. Alright, let's get started on the event. I don't know if we're going to get to the time gate, but we'll make a push. Good to know, Dakota Doyle. Thank you very much. It's all the commotion. Come on, Pops, back me up here. You can't think summer without thinking about the beach, right? So what if we've been there before? Just pick the beach. You know you'll wanna. We could borrow Father's fancy ship and live it up on the middle of the Pacific Ocean, grabbing killer waves and eats. I see. So you're proposing a cruise on a luxury liner. I suppose you make a good face. Don't be absurd. You're not thinking this through. The cruel summer heat is the very reason we should choose a vacation destination where we can hide from the sun's rays and enjoy a cool summer retreat. If you feel like wearing a swimsuit, you can always go to a pool, but you can't beat the comfort and convenience of a city. So I say we go to a resort in a city. Yes, right. I suppose that's also one possible approach. Personally, I prefer a destination other than the beach or a city, somewhere entirely different for us to enjoy. Like that time we went to a deserted island. Who knows what kind of opportunities for discovery somewhere new may offer. What's going on? Oh, good morning, Senpai. To answer your question, you know how our summer break is around the corner? The director was just discussing possible special simulator settings for our vacation. But then Mordred and Tenochtitlan happened by, which was then when things started getting heated. Poor Bortle. I see. I'm still hoping we can find some way to resolve this peacefully, but so far, I'm only seeing one answer here. Really? What is it? Please tell us. If we can't find a way to breach this divide soon, the director could end up literally divided as well. The answer is just forget the whole thing. Who says to have to go outside just because it's summer, huh? Just stay home. Home's the best. There's no place like home, right? All you need's a great game and a working AC. What more could you ask for? Ganesha really is Seki. Yes, that's all well and good if they're willing to go with that. But see, they're not even listening. Beach. City. What's this? Huh? I failed, but all I did was offer some advice. The auto-scan program's running. Let's see. Spirit origin graph data anomaly detected. Huh? It's true, there is something weird with your spirit origin graph, Ganesha. Well, more than usual, I mean. You mean there's something wrong with me? But I feel fine. Please don't autopsy me. It's a big anomaly, but it's also not all a big deal. Could just be a bug in the scanner. Here, take a look. It says every servant of your particular class, that is, all the moon cancers, are currently showing up as unmeasurable. Again, it's not just Ganesha. This anomaly appears to be occurring with every moon cancer spirit origin graph. Of course, moon cancer is a pretty mysterious class that we still don't know much about anyway. I wonder why this is happening. I see, so you're saying we might be facing a dire situation, yes? Then let's table the topic of summer vacation for the moment to end. Wait. I know that music! Hello, good people of Chaldea. How are you all doing this fine midsummer day? That gentle yet mischievous voice, eminently rational, even as you are, sure it's hiding something. You must be Devil BP, the dependable health management AI. That's right, Nash. I think you and I are going to have a nice long talk later. Ugh, as if this weren't already complicated enough. Did you learn nothing from Uluhala? We're not falling for your tricks again. No sane person would trust the shifty AI like you. Go enjoy your summer in the digital sea you crawled out of and leave the rest of us in peace. You know, I can understand that from Master, but now you're saying such slanderous things about me too, Director. And after I brought you in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity all of humanity would kill for. I guess an AI can't possibly earn humans' trust, no matter how cute, attractive, or advanced we may be. Now I wouldn't go that far. I'm sorry, BB. I let my prejudices get the better of me there. If you have something to share with us, we'd love to know what it is. Now that's how Caldea's leader should be talking. I'm touched by your goal, or magnanimity. Anyway, as I was just about to say, I just happened to overhear your discussion a moment ago. The beach, the city, the wilderness, those are all great ideas, but they've all been done to death, don't you think? You want to go somewhere new, somewhere excitement has only just begun. You want to go to a beach you've never seen, a city you've never visited, a tourist spot with blazing hot sun and snazzy hotels. So what would you say if I told you that all you have to do is say the word and I can take you exactly such a dream spot? So are you saying this place can also satisfy servants who have been caught between a rock and a hard place? So we're talking what? A city on the beach? Something like that? As long as there's somewhere I can catch some gnarly waves, I don't mind if there's a city nearby. I'm not denying the pleasure the ocean has to offer either. Water and cities complement each other very well. So if this dream spot of yours manages to fuse both in a pleasing way, it should be absolutely. I don't know. Can you really take us somewhere as incredible as you're saying? Of course I can. I'm a super capable, ultra-advanced health management AI. This is the year I'm going to show you a summer spot so mind-blowingly good that you'll all be shouting, BB's the best, at the top of your lungs before you know it. I don't know, Uluhala and Hawaltru were fun, but I know what you mean, Senpai. The other summer venues BB prepared for us were both wonderful, but they also had enough of quirks. I can't help but be hesitant about this new one. Oh, you think I'm all talk again? Fine, then I'll just tell you. This year I'm inviting Senpai and the rest of you to AD 2030, Dubai, but in the future. Did she really need the spotlights when she's the only one talking? Dubai? Dubai, that's in the Middle East. It's one of the Emirates of the United Arab Emirates, or UAE for short. I'm afraid I don't know much about it other than the fact that it's supposed to be an enormous city undergoing rapid modernization, but more importantly... Hold on, did you say Dubai in 2030? How are we supposed to get there then? You'll ray shift, of course. I know what you're thinking, ray shifting to the future, but that's supposed to be impossible, right? Well, it might be impossible with Caldea's systems, but it's not for me. Or rather, it's possible because I'm a 100% Seraph-made AI created in the year 2030. BB, you don't need to flex the exact same exposition you flexed in the middle of Seraph. So even if we're just from different worlds, it won't violate my directive to manage your health if I just invite you to my time period. And a little pleasure trip to the future won't be a problem on the bleached earth. BB, correct me if I'm wrong. Your time period in your world is kind of a hellscape. So don't worry. Speaking as the OG Moon Cancer, as the only and number one BB, in fact, you can rest assured that you're in good hands. Why did you say that, BB? Why did you say that? Why did you say the only BB? I just got an incredibly bad feeling about this. Well, I must say, someone's sure talking big today. You're saying the only reason we can't observe the future is because Caldea's ray shift system isn't up to date. And you're going to use that same system to take us there. Are you really sure that's safe? I'm sure it won't be a problem at all. I will be using the coffins, yes, but the ray shift will be performed with a different system only I'm familiar with. So don't you worry about a thing, Senpai. All you have to do is get packed and thank your lucky stars for little old BB's greatness. Dubai of the future is a sight to behold. I guarantee that boredom will be the last of your worries. And of course, you won't need to find your way on your own either. I'll send you as a guide as soon as you arrive. Oh, and while Dubai would normally subject you to a bunch of strict rules, my special BB tour package will get you off the hook. So feel free to wear whatever summer gear or swimsuits you like. Ta-ta for now, my little celebs. BB really just said that conservative dress code ain't getting you this time. Go to war over who the best co-high is. BB, I don't know if we have enough money for the hotel. $20.30 on the bleached earth is stupid. Hey, wait! I still want to ask you about these spirit origin graph anomalies we've been... And she's gone. Damn it! Looks like we got our primary suspect. This is BB we're talking about. But hey, maybe it wouldn't have made any difference. It's not like she would have told you just because you asked. I didn't get the most of that, but it sounds like we're getting a new beach hit this summer, right? Hell yeah! I gotta get ready so we can leave ASA frickin' P. An enormous city undergoing rapid modernization, huh? The nerve of her, saying such a thing in my presence. The UAE's in a desert, as I recall. We didn't have anything like that back in our world. I look forward to seeing just what this new city has to offer. I'll admit I'm a little concerned overall, but, well, what do you think, Gordy? Sure, why not? Dubai ought to be quite safe. I, the commander, know very well how hard our servants work each and every day. So I am, of course, in favor of letting them relax and enjoy themselves. Besides, BB's primary directive is driven by good intentions, yes? She may have her share of oddities, but those things are always the first to fail. As long as Nick is there, I expect everything will be fine. And I'm not just saying that because I couldn't take another minute sandwich between the outdoor camp and city camp. Honestly, I'm kind of intrigued. Yes, me too. If I recall, if it really is just regular Dubai, I guess I can't pass up the chance to see what it's like in the future. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in BB's approach to ray-shifting technology. So if the rest of Chaldea is on board with this plan, I'm definitely not about to speak up against it. Besides, BB's actually been an invaluable computational resource. She deserves a reward as much as anyone else. But I guess I get the sense that there's still no shortage of funny business afoot. So I want you to take every possible precaution on this excursion. To that end, I'm going to be choosing even more servants than usual to go with you, so make sure you're ready for that. Bring it on! I'm glad to see you in such high spirits. Go on, enjoy yourselves. As for me, I think I'll take the Nesh's advice and indulge in some driving games in my nice air-conditioned room. My nerves can use it. Alright, looks like you're all ready. Sure am. I've never worn a swimsuit before, but I like it. It's so easy to move around in. I'm still not sure why you chose me for this. I only got the swimsuit so I could hang out with Lady Yu. Oh well, now that I'm doing this, I might as well enjoy myself. Talk about a once-in-a-lifetime promotion. I am the Queen of Curves, so I'll have to make extra sure I don't embarrass myself. I doubt someone on the surface has anything going to support besides me, but I've been chosen to protect Nick, so it's the least I can do that much. As Chaldea's foremost representative of cities, it is only sensible that I was chosen to accompany you. It's a summer event. We don't acknowledge the summer event classes. They don't matter. Forget about Tlaloc and Huitzlopochtli. This time I'm going as Tenochtitlan and Tenochtitlan alone. So where's the other servant who was yammering about the beach and surfing? If you mean Mordred, they tend to be even more rambunctious than usual during summer. So I think they probably went on ahead rather than wait for us. On which note, I'll be joining you this time as well, Master. I'm having her bring along even more accessories for her shield and mystic code than usual, so you're ready for anything. If anything happens, don't be afraid and lean on her even more than usual. Anyway, Nick, these are all the servants who will be accompanying you this time. Just kidding. Come on in, guys. Summer, hidden eyes. Doesn't that just roll off the tongue, girl, with one hidden eye? Stay back, you pervy weirdo. If you don't, I'll keep stomping on you until there's nothing left but a fine paste. It will be my honor to keep you safe this summer, Master. Sir Percival at your service. Oh, if you're wondering about this outfit, Lord Merlin gave it to me for the summer. While it's not as durable as my usual armor, it's much lighter and easier to move in. So please don't worry. If I need to fight, I'll be just as capable as ever. A true hero dresses up for the summer. At times, they may also remove their armor to beat the hero. I got that from Ganesha. It's really quite profound. Now it's starting to feel like summer. I know you got a few more companions than usual, but for this trip, I figured strength in numbers was the right approach. Anyway, now that really is everyone. As soon as we're done double-checking things, you'll be off to Dubai. Indeed. Remember, this is a vacation, not a mission. Your only duty is to relax and have a good time. Yes, certain parts of this excursion elude me and leave me a little nervous, but that's true of international travel in general. As long as you all stick together, everything should turn out alright. Now get out there and have yourself some fun. Oh, let's see. In this mission so far, we have a beast though no one knows, a banned class, a class that is currently glitched. I don't exactly like our chances at nothing happening this time. So this is Dubai, or rather Dubai's airport. Everything's so new! Indeed, it seems like everything's been freshly made for this occasion. Fascinating. It all lines up with what I read before we left. Those shades and that smile are a good combo. Well, of course I was only able to read the entry in Chaldea's database, so we have a bunch of time. The truth is, I rather enjoy learning about other countries' cultures and climates. So while I'm certainly committed to keeping you safe, I still intend to enjoy myself. I plan to take in as many sights as my duties will permit. I hope we can share some fun times together on this trip. Absolutely. No way. Is something wrong, Hannah? What do you mean? That was an outburst of joy. My Talama Kazkui. I need Seki. I can't pronounce that. Talama Kazkui. An airport is the gateway of the modern city. It declares the city's caliber for all to see. And this gateway is absolutely flawless. Not only is it immaculate, its architectural design is extremely well thought out. Ah, this whole place is brimming with anticipation and tension, brightening the heart and sharpening the mind of any unfamiliar traveler. Honestly, the presentation has me reeling. It's the same feeling you might get seeing a young person in formal wear making an extra effort to stand up straight. Let's see, I think there's a ceremony in Japan that involves young children dressing in kimonos. Shichigo-san, is it? Imagine seeing a darling young child doing their best to participate in a formal ritual, and you'll understand. But I digress. It's still too soon to be completely won over. This city makes an excellent first impression. That is all I can say for sure just now. It's not hot as I expected. They must have air conditioning here. Yeah, now that I'm here and seeing how nice everything is, I'm actually getting excited. It's true the scale of this place is impressive. It's a modern building, but it has some kind of solemn air I expect of a temple. I was wondering what it would be like here. So far, it's surpassing my expectations. Good. Are you okay? I'm fine. It's nothing. Just a small headache. It's gone now. I guess the ray shift made me a little sick. What was that just now? Hey, I get it. New places always bring a sense of wonder and exhilaration that's almost intoxicating. So I'm pretty excited about this trip too, that said. It looks like that exhilaration isn't all we're going to find here. At least not if that headache-inducing ad I'm seeing is going to go by. I'm not sure it's an ad. I think that's just BB being BB. What could that be? I'll be blunt. I have no idea what we're looking at. It looks like a poster with an electronic billboard, or maybe a calendar. At least you could tell from the art on the left that it's got something to do with BB. But still, there's an international airport. Where does she get off acting like she owns it? I don't know. For that matter, we still don't know where BB invited us to this future Dubai and why BB invited us to this future Dubai in the first place. But before we get to that, we should check with the Chaldea to let them know the race was a success. You can't reach them. No, I can't. That's weird. I know Com's been acting up lately, but we took extra measures to make them as stable as possible this time. Just a moment. Let me use the sensors in my shield to run a scan to see if anything else is amiss. Huh? What does this mean? What is it, Ash? Well, assuming I'm not mistaken, it appears that I'm unable to identify any of your servant classes. Is that a problem? Not necessarily. It's clearly an anomaly, but the fact that we're all here as proof of our existence is still being verified. So I don't think anything has changed either internally or more fundamentally. It just means that we can no longer determine what type of servant you are from looking at you. I don't foresee it causing any problems in combat or elsewhere. Think this has anything to do with that moon cancer anomaly? I'm afraid I just can't say at this point. I'm sorry. So we just don't know, huh? I'd like to say no harm, no foul here, but... Indeed, between this and that strange BB billboard being mysteriously cut off from Chaldea, something definitely feels off. Does this mean we should be on guard, or just not worry about it and focus on enjoying our vacation? It really is hard to say. There he is! You must be Nick. Welcome to Dubai. We've been so excited for your arrival. Lady BB has told us all about you. We're thrilled to have you as our guests. What the? This isn't the welcome I was expecting. Did BB say she was going to send a guide? Good point. Are you... Oh, no. We're only here to officially welcome you to our city. Your guide is waiting for you over at the bus terminal. Come on, we'll show you the way. I guess there's no sense staying here. Yeah, they have single lens glasses. It's definitely hotter outside, but still not as bad as I thought. Maybe it's thanks to the spirit origin? The more I wear this swimsuit, the more I like it. Would you look at that? Even outside the airport, it's all futuristic and tasteful. Agreed. Architecture like this might not serve as any practical purpose, but its focus on maximum visual impact is to be commended. The mark of a truly great city is its ability to keep people enthralled. I suppose you could call this the impetuousness of youth. They're clearly committed to making everything bigger. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm glad to see you're enjoying yourself. So, where's our guide? Hey, over here! I know who it is. Is that... You finally noticed me, huh? Nice to meet you, everyone. I'll be your guide for your stay in Dubai. You can call me... BB Lily. No. Yeah, the problem child is here. The problem child and the troublemaking family. Welcome to Dubai. Burn it! Burn it with fire! BB Lily? That's right. But, oh, please don't think of me as a smaller version of the BB you know. I'm my own person, completely distinct. Oh, and please don't treat me like a child either. I'm a very proper lady, even if I may not look it now. I'm also far more dignified and virtuous than BB could ever hope to be. In fact, I consider her my anti-role model. She seems familiar somehow. Why are you staring at me? Do you feel like you've seen me before or something? It's very possible. They do say there's at least 3 people in the world who look exactly like you. BB and I are a perfect example. As for any other resemblances you may find, I think it's best we chalk them up to coincidence. I see. So your resemblance is purely coincidental. How come your name tag says Kazura? That was just the name of my class in school? Don't worry about it. I'll change it to something more appropriate for where we are eventually. At any rate, you all certainly took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? BB got more and more enthusiastic the longer it took you to get here. She started going on about filling Dubai with innovative new events, the likes of which have never been seen before. And now she's in a pretty bad place. I didn't think we were that late. We did get a little overexcited when we saw how nice the airport was. And a few other things distracted us, too. So I'll admit we might have taken longer than we realized. More importantly, what do you mean BB's in a bad place? You've probably already seen signs of her here in the airport. You'll see what I mean soon enough. A picture's worth 1,000 words after all. Now come with me, I'll be taking you to your hotel in a private bus. Once you're all checked in, we'll take the bus over to BB's place. She really should be the one to explain everything. Now come on, the bus is right over here. What do you think, Master? Let's go along with her for now. Seems safe enough. Yeah. Murrian was an LB6. That's what that line's in reference to. Although you could also potentially read it as because technically, and depending on the continuity, Ritsuka did see Kazura drop in Seraph, but that's so far only in the manga continuity. So that it's 99.9% chance it's a reference to Murrian. All right, let's be on our way. It's about a 12-minute ride to Marion Hotel, where you'll all be staying. As you'll soon see, easy access from the airport to the city center is another one of Dubai's hallmarks. Not off the top of my head, actually. She just sat down on the chair reserved for the guide. For some reason, Percival is sitting nearby in the front row. Pardon me, do you mind if I ask you a question? Not at all. I'm your guide. I'm here to help. Well, Lady Erestrial mentioned earlier, there are some reasons you were slow to leave the airport. So I thought it would be best to ask you about them. And that's exactly what I wanted to ask her about, too. Way to go, Percival. This must be why he took a seat in the front. Damn it, his back's so broad I can't see a thing up ahead. First of all, we've been having trouble contacting Chaldea. Do you have any idea why that might be? You have? BB did say sending transmissions in the future would cost a lot more. It could be that the code conversions still aren't done yet. Still, there are only about 10-year difference. I expect it won't take long for the connection to be repaired. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. The ray shift itself is clearly stable, and I'm sure BB can tell you how to get back. I have a question too, if that's okay. Do you have any idea why we haven't been able to determine our servant classes since we arrived? Nope, I can't say I do. More importantly, does that even matter? It seems to me that the difference in classes is pretty much a relic of the past. Especially here in Dubai. What do you mean by that? Be patient, we're almost to the city now. Once we're there, you'll see what I meant. When I said BB's in a pretty bad place... For yokai that crashes into people's houses and demands he be washed. So it wasn't just the airport. You're right, Senpai. There's BB signs everywhere. That's right. They're everywhere you look. Up, down, left, right. This is what it looks like when BB gets a taste of Dubai's glitz and glamour and really lets it get to her head. What do you mean? Exactly what I said. While you took your sweet time getting here, BB began holding all sorts of different events. This made her wildly popular with the locals. And now, after a snap election, she's officially become Dubai's new ruler. Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's true. Just look around the city. BB controls everything here now. Most of the locals practically worship the ground she walks on. So the mayor of Dubai now. Isn't Dubai... Right, I've heard Dubai is ruled by a long-standing monarchy that has restrictions on political participation. So then how... We're almost to the hotel. I think you'll all get a better idea of what's going on once we're there. Bad thing. Probably a very bad thing. Dubai has its problems. I don't think BB is the kind of person who would turn that around. Here too? Okay, when someone gets this full of herself, it's actually kind of funny. I'm not laughing. It's outright headache-inducing. I'll admit that reality is at least starting to sink in. I guess this means BB really does rule Dubai now. If it's a shock, you'd really better brace yourselves. You haven't seen the half of it. Once you've dropped your bags, we're going to see BB, the new ruler of Dubai, in person. And she'll explain what this trip will involve. Since you're all just arrived today, I suggest you leave your itinerary at that and spend the rest of the day relaxing. Good idea, thank you. So where can we find BB? Exactly where you'd expect to find a city's ruler. Do you know the tallest building in this city? The place closer to outer space than anywhere else nearby? The Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world and Dubai's crown jewel. If that doesn't count as a landmark, I don't know what does. That being said, I doubt she'll let you just waltz up to the top floor. So she'll probably meet you by the fountain in the plaza out front first. Well, whatever the case, it sounds as though we'll need to meet BB. Alright, let's put our bags away and go. Are we still not there yet? I feel like we've been on this bus for way too long. Actually, we haven't moved for kind of a while now. Traffic is pretty backed up. Is it always like this? You could say that. There's not much space to work with, relatively speaking. So the roads do get quite busy. There are plenty of lanes for traffic, but they're still mostly one way. The roads were designed for smooth traffic, of course, but they didn't account for so many cars. It's something to improve on. Oh my, so we finally have a flaw in this young city. I suggest a system of canals. Should you need help from the world's greatest city built atop the water, I may be willing to oblige. Thanks for the tip. We actually do already have waterways here. I take it you mean Dubai's Creek, the inlet that became the foundation for much of the city's growth, as I recall. They also have ferries running. Wow, you really know your stuff. Well, I did brush up before we left. All that being said, it looks like this particular congestion isn't a matter of Dubai's geography. No, Dakota Doyle, we're not there yet. Down with BB's tyranny. Protect our skyline. I'm sick of seeing that face. Who are those people? Those are BB boycotters. Hugely popular, the BB is. She still hasn't gotten her approval ratings up to 100%. There's a small but loud minority of dissenters who like to go around stirring up trouble like that. Now I see. They're the ones causing the traffic jam. I'm sorry to ask you to do this, but would you mind chasing them away? Where'd that come from? If you're worried about the legalities, don't be. My duty as a guide is to make sure your trip goes smoothly. And that is why BB has given me the authority to perform security operations pertaining to sightseeing. So long as you act with my permission, you have all the authority you need to deal with these criminals. Yeah, I don't know. I'll go along with whatever you decide, Master. What about the rest of you? It sure does look like we have to do something about them to get traffic moving again. Since it seems like they've completely barricaded the road. This disturbance is clearly affecting other citizens too. I guess it'd technically be helping people. It does feel rather heavy-handed. Still, if this is what we need to do, keep the people safe, then I guess we have no choice. Though we will need to be careful not to be so careless of the injured. I don't mind doing this now. Indeed, I've been riding in this cramped vehicle for so long that I was beginning to lose my edge. I guess we'll need to help them manage the congestion. Oh, right, there's something I should tell you. Remember when I said Lord Merlin gave me this outfit? Well, it has something of a quirk. Whenever I get pumped up for battle while wearing it, I end up looking like this. Apparently it happens naturally in response to my magical energy. Well, so it's basically a quick change in costume. Indeed. Though I can't see, I see the point. Well, you know what they say. There's a time and place for everything. About not angering those wealthy groups. I don't know. I don't... Forgive me for saying this. We are right now about to go beat up some protesters that are just disrupting traffic. This is a little bit of a... We really had to, like, slide in there. You don't hurt them. This, my friends, this is going to make Seki crash the fuck out when she eventually gets here. Especially because I'm getting a minor damage bonus in this. I've played this fight and this stuff without the damage bonus on JP just to casually poke at to get some extra force. It sucks trying to play this part without the bonus damage. I love that. Sorry if I'm a little quiet. I'm letting my voice rest just a tiny bit here. That was a lot of reading. Horrible! Absolutely horrible! They went terribly. I did get NP6 by the end, but that was not before having to not only tap into the soft whaling fund, I had to actually go out and do a tiny bit of whaling too. So, no, it went pretty terribly. But terribly enough that this is going to be remembered as one of my worst gacha runs. It took me about 1,800 quarters. No, more than that. I hit Kitty on NP4. NP5 was almost a pity. And then the remainder, so it was about 2 pities plus the 300 extra quartz I had on top of that. Yeah, it was about, I want to say it was about 1,800. Look, just be aware while you're saving, and keep in mind how many copies you're saving for. You can manage an NP5 and NP6 on 1,000 quartz. That doesn't mean you're guaranteed it. Huh? That's weird. There are more of us than this. Yeah, one of us is slacking off like it's her only true calling. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Come, Master, let's both leave this barbarism to the others and head somewhere safer. In fact, why don't we take this opportunity to go for a nice walk? You can truly get a sense of a city if all you do is stay in a car. It's only by walking the streets with a companion, perhaps even while holding hands, that one can properly feel the beating heart of the city. Yeah, but we can't just abandon everyone else. Do you really think you can steal a march en masse? I mean, abandon your duty without us noticing? Now, come on, get back to work. Right, I almost forgot. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this. But I'm counting on you to represent Latin America. Birdbrain and Kukulkan are too dumb. What do you mean, brother? They're certainly not the most elegant servants, but I've never thought of them as stupid. They act on instinct, not logic, and it's forever blowing up in their faces. What is that if not stupid? But you're not like them. You're aware of your position, and you understand the stakes, right? Something's going on in that July place. Find out who the real enemy is there and deal with them. You can gratify yourself after that's done. Got it? That's the great T.H.E. Polka for you. He can be downright terrifying when he really wants to make a point. Alright then, I suppose I can pull my weight for now. Besides, there's no need to rush. I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to spend time alone with Master. I know that look in her eyes. It's the look of a woman who regrets nothing. I know it real good. I appreciate the assistance. All that's left now is to remove that barricade. Come on, let's get to work. Vastly overestimated Tenno. Okay, we're picking... Also something to do with that. Oh, they don't let us use the NP. Anyway. France and England are duking it out for them. Is that what's going on right now in the World Cup? Man, my crit letter shit. Okay. You know, I was going to drop Karna's NP to knock these guys out really quickly. I just did not get it. I also should have popped buff, but I'm going to kill it either way.
絶滅とはこの一筋。インドライン刮目しろ。焼き尽くせわさびシャツ。
Beautiful ending.
時と場合を考える。戦いはいつでもできる。せっかくの機会を生かせないのか。
Great job, everyone. Thank you for your help. Alright, let's get on the road now that traffic is moving again. It won't be a long drive. You said BB's waiting for us at the Burj Khalifa, right? Well, more accurately, she'll be waiting for you at Dubai Fountain near the Dubai Mall. That's the only entrance to the Burj Khalifa. There used to be more entrances over at the mall, but we decided to change that to make things more straightforward. It's very important to be straightforward, after all. More new places, huh? I don't suppose you'd be kind enough to tell us Dubai newbies more about them, would you? Very well. In fact, this might be the perfect time to give you a quick rundown of Dubai as a whole. Broadly speaking, this Dubai is of the future. Is divided into four or five different areas. Did it say 4 or 5? Or... Okay, I just saw 4 where there was no 4. 5 different areas. Let's briefly go over each of them. First is the Southeast District. This is the area still not well developed. It currently has the most vacant properties of any district. This is also where the Marion Hotel you will be staying at can be found. The further south from the city's center you go, the more desert there is waiting for you. For those of you who come from a region without sand, it could be a great place to experience the desert's unique pleasures. Dubai's Southwest District contains traditional marketplace, the Souk area. I recommend it most, especially if you have any interest in vigorous haggling with local merchants. A marketplace? It must have all kinds of shops that stood there for a long time. A place for people and products to come and go in ways no modern building could ever hope to match. You humans do love trade, don't you? The Northwest District is the newly developed beach and resort area. That it has both a desert and a world-class marine resort is one of Dubai's greatest strengths. So you're saying here I can find those hidden eyes in both the desert and the beach? That sounds amazing. The Northeast area is the financial district, packed with high-rise buildings. It's essentially Dubai's economic hub. It also is home to a futuristic museum and an enormous Dubai Frame Observatory. You can also see a gigantic Ferris wheel at the beach here. It's a real sight to behold, especially when it lights up at night. And last but certainly not least, we have the downtown area right in the city's center. In addition to its biggest landmark, the Burj Khalifa and Dubai Fountain, which also serves as the Burj Khalifa's entrance. This is also where you'll find the Dubai Mall, a commercial complex of truly colossal scale. There's plenty more I could tell you about each area, but this should do it for an overview. That's mostly in line with what I'd expect, but parts of it seem different somehow. Maybe that's just because this is 2030. It could also be called as database entry, it's just incomplete. Either way, I suppose we should focus on what we can learn on site rather than relying on potentially outdated information. Oh, would you look at that? It seems we've reached our destination while I was talking. Welcome to Dubai Fountain, aka the Burj Khalifa's entrance. Well, actually, we're just in front of the entrance right now. As you can see, the fountain plaza that leads inside the Burj Khalifa is currently blocked off. But don't worry, that's just BB drawing things out. What's that red carpet? It looks like the kind of thing they usually reserve for movie stars. That's exactly what it is. As far as her supporters are concerned, she's the brightest star there is. There she is, just as gorgeous as ever. BB, over here! Is that... Welcome everyone to my Dubai, a Dubai filled with joy and happiness. as the ruler of this wonderful city and mostly glorious version of myself, and the most glorious, glamorous version of myself to ever exist, I, BB Dubai, extend you a most heartfelt welcome to my city. Wouldn't survive the current city's restrictions, no. Thank you all so much for coming, my good Chaldeans. I do hope you're enjoying the summer of your life here. Be prepared for joy like you've never experienced. Exchange glances with everyone else. Why are you looking at me like that? Wait, don't tell me, I understand. You're so overwhelmed by the gap between my sparkling glory and your own peasant-like selves that you don't know what to do. That's it, isn't it? Well, don't you worry, I invited you all here personally. You have my word that you will want for nothing during your stay. That includes your hotel room, your meals, and of course, Lily's guide fees. None of this will cost you as much as a single dirham. BB, as much as I appreciate you footing the bill for all this, I do still have a few questions. Oh, and what might those be? Let me guess. You want to know what brand number perfume I'm using, right? I can't blame you there. You're at that age after all. Okay, I usually wouldn't tell anyone, but this once... no, this isn't about perfume. No, Mash, let her keep going. We need to know what BB smells like. After we arrived in this world, we noticed several anomalies. Most notably, we haven't been able to contact Chaldea. Do you have any idea why that might be? Me? How should I know? It's probably just how far away you are. Still, I'd hate for anything like that at all. I'd hate for anything at all to distract you during your stay. I want you all to enjoy your summer vacation here in Dubai and experience as much joy as humanly possible. I have some questions for you too. For starters, what's with all those electronic billboards? From the shape alone, I'm pretty sure you had something to do with them. I was wondering about those too. Frankly, from an urban planning perspective, they make me doubt the sanity of this city's architects. Oh yes, I'm glad you noticed them. Those are the joy counters. I had them thrown together so you could have an easy way to see how much fun you're having here. Joy counters? That's right, they're designed to track exactly how much joy you're accumulating during your trip, and reflect it in numerical values in real time. For example, as you visit fun places and enjoy lots of delicious foods, your points total will go up accordingly. As your points reach certain levels, they'll also count as an easy-to-understand indicator for your progress in the event. So is that why my joy counter is in the negative right now? I mean, aren't you sick and tired of doing pointless quests that feel like they never end? Well, my joy counters know exactly what to do to reach your goals, and the people of Dubai will know exactly how well their city is received. You win, I win, Dubai wins. In fact, I think quality of life improvements like this are exactly the special touch the other events we've had have been missing. So I guess gamifying a trip is up your alley. Right now, I'm even more glad I took the trouble to look up the way you think. Oh, right. Go ahead and give them the counter watches to make it even easier for them. Okay, Lily? Okay. Once you've maxed out the counter, you'll have to complete your mission. You'll complete your mission, and once you have, you'll receive a special invitation to the Burj Khalifa's exclusive observatory floor. Don't get a chance like that every day, you know. And once you make your way up to the Burj Khalifa's observatory floor, you'll be greeted with more joy than you could possibly imagine, and the greatest goal in all of human history. So that'll be something to look forward to. You're right, once this becomes an ordeal call, I'll get pure prisms for doing every individual quest. I will be greeted with a lot of joy. Oh, but first I should explain a bit what needs to happen first. An amused boost for your trip if you like. Basically, I want you to all come here when the counter reaches 9998, right before it maxes out. That's when I'll remove the seal on this fountain. Then I'll present the last and possibly awesome set piece myself, and give you the ultimate moment of happiness to get to the last point of your joy count. Missions, points, start to sound a lot like a job than a vacation. Shouldn't we have more freedom to spend our summer vacation how we like? Don't be ridiculous. Now that I've invited you, it's my duty to make sure you're all happy to be here. Otherwise, you won't be able to say you really got the most possible enjoyment from your precious time here. So once you've had enough fun to max out the joy counter, I'll make sure you all have a safe path back to Caldea. There's still some things I don't understand, but I'm relieved to have your word that we'll have no problem getting home. So let me get this all straight. Those billboards we've been seeing throughout the city are joy counters. And the numbers on them will go up whenever we feel, well, joyful. And once the counter is maxed out, we'll have fulfilled Vivi's conditions and completed the summer vacation mission, which will then grant us passage to the Burj Khalifa, and in turn let us all go back to Caldea. Is that right? It also sounds like we can stop when the counter's at 9998. At that point, Vivi will remove the seal on the Fountain Plaza and give us a special kind of show. And then we should be all maxed out on points and done with the missions. I have a question now. Is that at all different from our original plan in coming here? Well, I guess we plan to take Vivi up on her invitation to tour Dubai this year's summer break, and then go back to Caldea when we're done, so nothing's changed. On the surface, anyway. All that sounds fine, yes, but I get the sense there's more to it than we're being told. A joy counter that to get the most out of Dubai? Why would they make something like that? And that concludes your Dubai sightseeing orientation. You'd better be grateful for me taking the time out of my insanely busy schedule to do this for you in person. I trust you understand now that your orientation is over, but to be clear, this Fountain Plaza is reserved for the final boss. Don't expect to just walk in here whenever you feel like it. Anyway, I'll let my trustworthy subordinate take it from here. You're in good hands with her. Now go back to your hotel and get some rest. Tomorrow, your sightseeing truly begins. Oh, PP, wait, I still have more questions for... Guess we missed our chance for today. Yeah, they'll probably explain that later. Okay, you're all checked in. Here are your room keys. We reserved the entire 6th floor for you. You each have your own VIP suites. Thanks for all your help. Not at all, just doing my job. So what are your dinner plans tonight? Master and I were just talking about that. We decided to keep it simple and just have rations we brought from Caldea. I see. Well, it seems like a waste to me, but understood. I'll see you all tomorrow then, after you finish breakfast. Oh, I recommend the buffet on the hotel's 1st floor. It's free of charge, naturally. Alright, enjoy your trip to Dubai, last member of humanity, until we meet again. Maybe we should all have dinner together. Good idea. We have a lot to discuss. Okay then, let's all meet up in Nick's room once we've gotten situated. I took a quick look around and didn't smell any demonic beasts or traps nearby. And I put the bounded field around the entire floor just to be safe. That's great. Thanks, you two. That just leaves Percival. Oh, there he is now. Guess I'm the last one. Sorry to keep you waiting. Is everything alright? Well, in addition to this floor, I took a quick jaunt around the entire hotel to see what I could learn. And I did notice something odd. Every floor from the 7th to the 59th is completely inaccessible. I couldn't even get the elevator to stop there. When I asked the staff about it, they only said those floors are being used for storage. That's an awful lot of storage space. Is that common in big hotels like this? Of course not. No hotel would be built in such a way that most of the building couldn't be used. Places like this live and die by their booking capacity. They want more, not less. I also learned that other facilities in the 1st through 6th floors are like a pool, a restaurant, and a gym. From what I could tell, there didn't seem to be anything amiss about those. Well, in any case, our situation doesn't seem to have changed significantly. There are certainly some oddities here and there, but nothing so bad we need to be on high alert. So I think we... Ow! Something wrong? No, I'm okay. I just got a little dizzy spell. Headache for a second. Maybe it's the altitude? Maybe. We are pretty high. It It really is a gorgeous view, isn't it? Just looking at this scenery is getting me excited. So it's nothing like I've ever seen. Pirates are used to climbing up the mast for lookout duty, so I thought I was used to heights. But this really is something else altogether. Does this mean the view from the Burj Khalifa is even more amazing? Good question. If so, I can't imagine what it must look like. Part of me thinks it won't be too different from me. And another part feels it certainly must be completely different. This is nice and all, but maybe we could have dinner soon. Putting up that bounded field did tire me out. If only Lady Yu was here to give me a pat on the head and tell me what a good job I did. Okay, let's rest so we can enjoy ourselves tomorrow. If we run into anything odd or dangerous, we'll take care of it. There's the C.E.L. The North Korean monstrosity. Now that was a good night's sleep. Good morning, Senpai. Are you hungry? Do you want to go to try breakfast buffet BB Lily mentioned yesterday? Hell yeah, I would. Gosh, you're really excited about this. I'll have to make sure I don't fall behind. There goes my private breakfast date with Master. Are you all here to invite him to breakfast too? I'd have been fine eating alone. You might be, but for the rest of us, seeing you sitting all alone would be awkward. So you just have to put up with us. It looks like everyone had the same idea. Let's all go have breakfast together then. Mouse on her person at all times. Hey, one of those things was not like the other. Oh, hi, Lakshmi, bye. We really just like click .jpeg and drag across screen with that little cutscene, didn't we? That was production value right there. I see this restaurant is open to the public as well. Some of the people coming here to eat coming in from the pool. Some of the people coming here to eat are coming in from the pool on the floor above us. It looks like we can have someone show us to a table. Let's do that before we start loading up plates. I don't know what to eat first. I know. I'm not sure I've ever seen so many different foods all in one place. They have Western staples like fresh bread and omelets, and a wide assortment of Asian foods, and... Oh, look, they have Chinese food, spring rolls, and dumplings. Yes, please. And of course, plenty of Middle Eastern dishes as well. Although even after seeing the names and the dishes themselves, I still can't imagine what they taste like. Now I really wish I'd studied harder before we left. Let's start by sampling one thing at a time. Sounds like you need a food taster. Say the word, Master, and I will gladly oblige. I didn't know you were here too, Chiome. I am indeed. I came to the city to make the most of my summer leave. I was very fortunate that the locals welcomed me and were kind enough to show me this place where I might enjoy some breakfast. But being a shinobi, I have not found it in myself to relax my guard. I have therefore shamefully been clinging to the ceiling while I look down on all these unfamiliar foods and have been hesitant to try. But should you require that they be tested for poison, Master, then I, Mochizuki Chiome, will be glad to offer my tongue in you and your companion's service. This I promise you. Alright then, would you do the honors? Of course. Oh, come on. I can't imagine any of these dishes are poison. I think this is one of those closed mouth gatherers, no flies bites. I get it. Chiome's probably been too overwhelmed to choose what to eat too. But if she has a firm objective like testing food for poison to achieve, and she has the perfect excuse to sample all kinds of different dishes. In this case, would you mind tasting some of the Western samples for me? Let's go with the freshly baked bread, scrambled eggs, bacon, and sausage. It would be my honor. Then without further ado... Nope, no poison here. So great. How about the taste? One word. Delicious. I see. I'm glad to hear that. Next, how about the pho from the Asian noodle corner? I noticed Hai Ba Trung having some earlier. Looks very tempting. Bring it on. No poison. Delicious. While you're at it, try these dim sum from the Chinese corner. There's cream of pumpkin spring rolls, steamed meat buns, and more. No poison. Delicious. She couldn't finish one word before starting the next. Great, while we're at it, try some of these local delicacies too. Stewed meat, shrimp sauté, some kind of dried fruit. Delicious! She's not even pretending to be testing for poison anymore. So, can we say the conclusion you've reached is, everything here is incredibly delicious? Oh, right. Matters of taste aside, I can indeed confirm these foods are poison-free and safe to eat. Is that all you wish to have tested? What about the dishes over there? I do not believe we've had investigated them yet. I thought it didn't matter what I ate as long as it kept me going. But if everything is good, I'm not so sure how to decide what to eat now. I've heard the buffet is its own kind of battlefield. You need to formulate a strategy to maximize results. Pace yourself, zero in on a priority target. Always be mindful of your limits and work for the best possible outcome without any regrets. Think you can keep up with me? Oh wow, those eyes, brimming with confidence, that rock-solid aura of dependability. I had no idea that you were also a master of buffets, Senpai. I'll admit I'm not confident in my chances, but I promise I'll do my best to keep up. Not the daily reset. Quickly claim my shop stuff. Wait, what did my... Like, buffets are back. Like, buffets aren't dead anymore. They were dead for a bit there, I know, but... Okay. Let's go to my event teams. I actually set up separate teams for my event setups. I want to fuck around with C.I.E.L already. Also, I need to be knocking out some... I do need to start knocking out a few... bond points now that we're actually moving. And let's... I'm trying to level my berserkers right now is my main goal. So let's level... Turn off the event blast filter. I don't need these guys. I was working on these two. Let's put Pentax this time. Here we go. Well, that's just because Vegas is having problems right now. Vegas is having a shit ton of problems with attendance lately.
回れ千の車輪。そのようにお前
Now, I don't actually think I'll be able to
そちらの
return
完
this.
全よろしく。はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんお望みのままに。主よ、はい。ご要望とあらば重さではなく水力です。
Oh, that's actually very helpful.
ライトフレームディフュージョン。私なら交代はこう使う。ボディは小さくゾーンは広く、手にした武器は月より大きく。
I probably should add my Ciel to my event set. I didn't really. I'll do it once I get a damage CE. Probably.
私だってこれくらい。セルフ終わりです。 日向の火薬の匂い。はい、ご用。
Yeah, I'm gonna get this kill. I just need to.
あの子最大規模のステージで。はい、ご要望とあらば私だってこれくらい。アセットカテドラル。主よ、見つかりの車輪をここに。弾頭の刃は星のように。財形を立てガルバリア・ガルガリン。 レッカーアクセス崩壊するがいい。
Oh, they removed my buffs. That's unfortunate. Not a big deal.
私の全てよ。はい、狙いは一点。ただ私だってこれくらい。そこで閉じ込めます。 回れ天の車輪。悪い子はどこかな。好き放題扱ってあげましょう。あの子最大規模のステージで。いかほど重さではなく水力です。
Dang, I didn't get the kill like I hoped.
大聖堂で決めましょう。ウルトラでごめんなさい。 成層圏から規格外の愛を込めて。その首筋にとっておきの口づけは。ぶっ飛びなさいませ。
It's unfortunate. If I managed to get the kill with that first CL card, that would have been enough to push me over the edge on that.
少しもはい地上の皆さん保護か。私だってこれくらい。 スペースダウンガイド。次の戦場に案内してください。まだまだ打ち足りません。
I'm so stuffed, but was it worth it? I know what you mean. Even the Arab dishes we were unfamiliar with turned out to be absolutely yummy. It was almost like opening a door to a world I never knew existed. Oh, feeling sick. Maybe I got a little too carried away, especially so early in the day. Better have some of my herbal medicine. Let's see, should I go with the Anjong song or the Liu Junzi? Would be better in this case. A satisfying meal speaks well of the city that served it. I'm very pleased with this. Something wrong, Rushkigal? Oh no, not at all. Everything was delicious. I'm just not feeling great right now. I didn't want to eat too much since I only just woke up. Unlike a certain gluttonous queen of heaven I could name, I, the goddess of the underworld, understand restraint. Looks like we just missed each other. I've never been to a buffet before, but I love it. especially the all-you-can-eat part. Oh, it was delicious as well. The whole experience was all but perfect. What a great start to a trip. I'm so glad I got to sample the local cuisine on the morning of our very first day here. Just remember that sometimes less is more, Sir Knight, or do you not know the value of moderation in all things? If you're wondering if Ern is being so hard on Percival because he sat with him, you should have seen how dutifully he polished off every last bite of the mountain of food Percival put in front of him. I would have been in the same boat had I hadn't gone to load up my own plate. When I close my eyes, I still see that mountain. Ugh. Honestly, I still don't know how you managed to fit all that in such a slim frame. I managed just fine. There's more to me than just granting benefaction. I'm also perfectly willing to receive it. That said, I hope you don't mind if I stay quiet for a while. I'm trying to focus on digestion. I see. At any rate, I'm glad we could start the day with a meal. Now we should all be set to get started on today's sightseeing. What was that sound? Looks like that was the joy counter BB Dubai gave us. It just started ticking up. Well, I'm feeling real happy right now, so that tracks. According to my preliminary research, Dubai is a tourist's paradise, so that they're regularly hosting travelers from all around the world. It follows they would need to be able to accommodate diverse culinary preferences as well, which would explain their Western and Asian offerings. They're just as exceptional as their Americans. What a wonderful thing to be so considerate of various people's myriad tastes. And that proves this is a peaceful country. I can't deny my king could be somewhat indifferent to things like this. Maybe she would have felt differently if she had spent more time here. I think she probably just gave up on it. Although it's possible this restaurant is an exception rather than the rule, and other places here may be less attentive in that regard. Regardless, I look forward to seeing what further culinary delights await us here. Eat the Pizza Hut buffet. I remember BB Lily should be arriving at any moment now. Start showing us around Dubai. So sorry I'm late. There she is. I'm so sorry. I got lost on my way here.
Welcome to my territory!
There's the time gate for today. What time is it? Yeah, I'm actually gonna call it here. I might do this off screen, but it is getting pretty damn late, actually. For now, let's go to the Spirit Origin list. Not Spirit Origin list, the support setup. And on my event Buster setup, I'm going to modify some of this event. Because Oberon isn't actually picked up that much on event setups, I don't think. Especially now that Append 5 is a thing. The time gate is over by now. I just don't have that much time to stay up tonight. I do have to be in the office tomorrow, so I can't be up too late. And we've already been going for 3 hours, so that's kind of why I started earlier. I figured it might be why I didn't want to do that at least the first time game. So I'm going to set that, and I'll fuck around with that as time goes on. Let me move to a chatting screen, and we'll quickly touch bases here as to like what the rest of the how things are going to look like in the immediate future. So, yeah. This week, I'm not expecting any more streams. I actually am pretty streamed out for the week, especially after today's rolls. I need time to sit on that. But following after this week, we are going to be back on Monday. On Monday, I'll be back. I'll probably run some more, do FGO. If I don't think the story should be done by then on the event, so we'll probably play more of the event story. I'll just save that day's time lock till stream, and we'll run that event story, read, maybe do that time lock, because I don't have to be in the office that next day. So you'll get a little bit more of the event story there. I'm not, with this event, going to be playing it moment to moment, all of it on stream. from what I remember and understand about this event is not moment to moment the most interesting story. There's a lot of setup of characters in it for Ordeal Call 3, but it's pretty nothing as far as stories go. It's a lot of little just kind of comedic moments like that buffet one we just read. Um, I'll read when I happen to have a stream day. I'll read, but we're gonna be pretty light on that. As far as the actual Ordeal Call goes, let me see when. I'm pretty sure they announced it where I expected it to, but let me quickly check. Check the release of it. I think is this wiki going to be? I need to find the Ordeal Call FGO OC3 NA release. I'm listening, King JP 1229. What's up? Okay, I'll look this up on their social media here. I'm sure it's. I could just pull it up in the. I'm pretty sure I could pull this up in the app. They always put all their stuff in the app. Just got back to FGO and the server on the loading screen was C.I.E.L. Yeah, yeah. She just dropped in the game. So actually, I think when you first boot up the game, because she just dropped today, I think she actually will automatically show up because of that. I don't remember. I think that's how it's programmed. Did you get her on a single pull? Hell yeah, that's awesome, actually. That's really cool. Okay, so I'm looking at the release schedule now. I have it pulled up here for the Ordeal Call 3. Ordeal Call 3 is going to, the first part's going to be dropping on July 29th. I will keep up with this event, so I'm ready to go by then. And then we'll be starting the Ordeal Call 3. And Ordeal Call 3 will be all on stream for me. We'll be starting that probably on the 1st. Maybe the 31st, but most likely the 1st. Because the 1st and the 31st are the days, it's kind of the second two. Basically, the weekend of the 31st and the 1st. That'll be JP's anniversary. That'll be FGO Fest, and there will be some downtime between at least a couple of the panels that I'll need to fill. So we'll start Ordeal Call 3 then, and then we'll be continuing with it probably immediately the following week. I might not stream that Monday, but I do still want to stream. But then that'll be all of August for me. I don't know if they gave us the time gates for Ordeal Call 3 here, though. So that is the event schedule. I'm pretty sure Ordeal Call 3's time gates were released, though. I don't know. Here we go. They did not give us the time gates, I don't think. At least not here. News. Let's look at the roadmap here. Maybe it says in the roadmap for 2026. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. I thought I saw it somewhere online that they had the gates, but there's plenty of time. It's going until September 30th. We're going to try completing it way before then. My goal is to have it completed by the 17th because that's when Fortune's Weave comes out, and I would like to do Fortune's Weave on the channel. At least play some of a route on the, like, start it on the channel at least. But yeah. This week we've already Seki already got Dante Alighieri up. I believe. Yes. So we have one more video going up this week. At the end of the week here, we are going to have One Piece is Off the Shelf for Dressrosa going up. And then I don't see a video going up in the middle of next week. I think Seki is working on something like that. She said she was, at least. I don't know how she's doing with that editing wise though, but she does have the next Off the Shelf for FGO uploaded next week. It's just on a weekend day. It's on Saturday on the 27th. So you should expect the Atlantis Off the Shelf to be going up relatively soon. And yeah, I guess while I'm here and sitting around talking, there are a couple projects I'm currently working on. I'll quickly yap about. Kill another. I want to be done by 9:30, but there's still a little time. I am working on a review and analysis on Tsukuhime, the original Tsukuhime. Right now, I am through I finished all the near side routes, and I'm going to be doing a separate video on those because I've already done the remake. So, and I don't. While yes, there's a lot of changes I want to look over. I don't necessarily think the body of the work is wholly worth going over again from beginning to end. So the how I'm approaching the near side versus the far side, which I'm wholly blind to and haven't done an analysis on yet, I'm approaching those very differently right now. So I kind of want those videos to be separate. I'm hoping to have time to record. I was hoping to record it this Saturday actually, but that's just not happening. I don't think. I'm hoping to have time to record it next Saturday though. If I can manage at least. If I can record it next Saturday, I will probably be able to have it out by the end of by somewhere in October, November, most likely. We'll see though. I've sat on videos before, so near side should be going up around that time. Far side might be a little bit further out, but I do kind of want far side out by the end of the year. Because I want to have both those done before the new Melty Blood releases. And Melty Blood is currently showing for next year. We just don't know when. When I talked about Red Garden. Yeah. I guess here's another little fun thing. Because it seems like next year is going to be so heavily Tsukihime focused. Like, the new Melty Blood's looking like it's going to be adapting stuff from Kogetsu Toya. I kind of want to build myself up to that. I don't know how I'm going to approach Kogetsu Toya, when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it yet. But I do want to get an easier video out on myself, something I don't have to read an entire visual novel for. I actually plan to do a video for Melty Blood type Lumina too. Maybe to try releasing that day and date with the Twi Lumina release. We'll see though. That's sort of in an early stage, and there's some fun stuff I want to do with it, and I don't really want to do the video if I can't manage that in time. So that might get shelved. We'll see. Yeah, that's all I have right now on as far as personal projects go. I'll go ahead and sign off here. I think you'll probably see me next Monday. And I do want to come back next Thursday as well. We'll see if I can make time for that, though. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.